was the final straw? I mean,
There wasn't
almost nobody would give that up.
Yeah.
And start from scratch. And that's why I respect you so much.
Mm-hmm. No, it was terrifying. I had to, Alex and I had a conversation. This was not this is a lot of thinking and praying and analyzing. And we looked at each other and we're just kind of like, are we basically willing to lose everything and start from scratch?
I like how she completely dodged the question. Said, what was the last straw? And then she just goes on this whole story about like the risk of leaving. It is believed that people from Daily Wire have to sign an NDA. So she's doing what she has to do to make sure she doesn't get sued.
1 million subs in 1 month when you launched your new show.
Yeah, it was very humbling and gratifying. I was like, okay.
That's because people liked Brett Cooper. People liked her personality. It wasn't just the format of the show. People enjoyed the host. And that's what Daily Wire failed to realize. The format of the show, it was a cool thing. And in this interview, you find out that that was actually her idea. People tuned in because they like her personality. They liked her discernment. We're just gonna get rid of the host and the show is gonna be perfectly fine. Honey, the comment section used to average at least 200K, at least. Now she's lucky if she makes like 40K. Yikes.
I don't need this to survive. I don't crave it. I do it because I love sharing stories with people. I love hopefully making them think differently about the world. I love making people feel like they're not alone in whatever they're going through. But I don't have to have 4 million or 1 million subs to do that.
I love subtle shade. I love subtle shade. And people might deny that that's shade or not, but it is very subtly placed shade, and I love it.
When you left, your maid of honor, best friend, was it Reagan? Is that her name? Took over the comments section. How did that feel?
Friendships are hard.
That is such a corporate answer. How do you say something without saying anything at all? Friendships are hard. That's a non-answer.
Are you guys still friends?
I would say so.
Would you like to still be friends?
Of course. I talked about that actually in another Dear Brett thing. Adult friendships are really hard. I always think it's going to get easier. Kind of just gets harder. And with more people knowing who you are and having influence and having eyes on you, then you kind of question people's motives in being friends with you. And it's kind of like a hard knowing how to meet people. And so I'm like loyal to maybe a fault.
Just so you guys did not catch that, Brett's basically saying this hoe was only near me because she wanted to get the clout. She wanted the fame. That's why you got to be careful about the people you surround yourself with, because some people want to latch onto you because they want to piggyback onto your success. So she's not saying it, but she's kind of saying it. And when you have NDAs like that, you really have to be careful with what you're saying. So this corporate answer, chef's kiss. You let us know exactly what we needed to know. Reagan cozied up to you because she wanted the clout. She wanted the fame, she wanted a direct line, and then once she was able to get that said fame and notoriety, then the friendship was no longer beneficial to her. And see, people like that are so disgusting. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, people like that are absolutely gross to me. Why can't you just be a genuine person to somebody? And for those of us who are actually genuine friends out here, the people that latch onto you just because they want to get close to somebody else or close to fame or whatever it is, it makes us feel like we want to be less trusting, right? It makes us feel like we want to be less open to people, and we're constantly looking at everybody crazy like, are you an op? Like, what are you doing here? Are we really friends, or is this just a ploy to get something that you want from me? I feel really bad for Brett. Like, I really feel like she shouldn't be going through this, especially like you have all your memories from your wedding, and it's like you have to share those memories with somebody who did you so dirty, especially in a position of like being your maid of honor. Like, that is so sick. Brett's a good one, because I would straight cuss out. I put some money aside to pay them when they sue me, and I would have straight cussed Reagan out. But that's just me.
Do you feel that she was disloyal in taking the role?
No, she can do. She's an adult. And this is what I will always stand by. You have to make the decision that is good for you and your family. I did that, and she did that.
Why do you think the friendship fell apart, if you wish her the best of success?
That's a good question. If you're saying like, okay, this person, I wish them the best, but then the friendship didn't work out, you're not really telling us what's wrong. Like, spill the tea. He's trying to get her so hard to spill the tea. But okay, she shouldn't spill all the tea. Little subliminals are good. Okay, give us some little Easter eggs here and there, but don't spill the tea all the way, because I don't want you to get sued. You already done dirty in this situation. I don't want it to get worse. Keep it tight, okay? You don't gotta say nothing. The people who rock with you, they understand.
Friendships are hard.
Keep it classy.
Do you want to say anything to her?
That's a difficult question.
I know what I would want to say.
But at the end of the day, I do. I wish you success, and I wish you well. And I hope that she chases the things that she wants, and I never wish that, to not work for anybody.
Well, we see how Reagan's success is going so far. But you reap what you sow. When people see you as a backstabber, like, most people are just not going to vibe with you. And not only that, I've tried watching it with Reagan, even when we didn't know that she was taking over from Brett, and I never really liked it. I never really liked the videos with Reagan. I was always like, the substitute. It's just, you could tell when someone's being genuine or not. Like, it's so easy to tell. Some people just give NPC vibes, and I hate to say it, but Reagan gives NPC vibes. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to tell her. Brett has to keep it classy and keep it cute. I like this for her because guess what? It's on brand. The last thing she should do is ruin her brand by popping off on her, okay? That's the last thing she should do. She should stay the mature, level-headed, empathetic kind of perspective on things because that fits better with her brand. You never break character, okay? According to Asmongold, you never break character, so don't break character. Cuss her out in your mind, cuss her out when you have no hot mics around, but in front of the camera, keep it classy.
But I mean that genuinely. There have been so many people that have come in and out of my life over the years, and I think that it's important to let go. Can't control everything, even though you might like to. People make their own decisions. Sometimes it hurts, but at the end of the day, everybody's figuring it out.
This is a very healthy way to approach this situation because the last thing you want to do is hold on to a bunch of anger towards somebody, and then it just slowly starts to deteriorate you as a person. That's what everyone should strive for when they have somebody in their life that does them so dirty. You should strive to let go of it, because if you just carry around all that anger, it's just gonna slowly steal your energy. There's a saying, and I don't know it for word, okay, but there's one where it's like, when you carry around hate for somebody, it's like taking poison. It's something like when you take poison, something about like, okay, I can't think of the phrase. Okay, what is it? Let me Google. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. I'm glad that Brett is not doing that. Good for her for working through those emotions and being able to kind of put on a brave face, have a more mature response to this. Because I'll be honest with you, I probably would have wilded out for a little bit and then I would have eventually arrived here. But I would have had to go off on a hoe real quick.
We make choices. We live with choices. We do what we believe is best for us and our goals and our dreams.
Good for you.
That's a healthier way to...
How long was it after you left the Daily Wire that you started it?
And I had to think about a lot of the things that we've just spoken about. And I had already been thinking about that for months leading up to that.
Months. She had been thinking about that for months. So this foolishness has been going on for quite some time. Okay, this didn't just start happening once we started seeing Reagan filling in. So the betrayal, even though she doesn't want to use the word betrayal, that started a while before we even knew about it, which is insane.
I care so deeply about this audience and this community that I've built, and I know that they trust me and I care for them, and I wouldn't have what I have today. I mean, they've changed my life in a myriad of ways, where it's like having this community of people that tunes in and watches you, it makes me better. It makes me articulate. It makes me have more integrity with myself. Like, they hold me to high standards and encourage me to continue holding myself to high standards. I think about the impact that I'm having in the world on a much broader scale. I want to make sure I am being consistent with what I say on screen and what I'm doing in my personal life. And if I'm saying I believe in independent voices and freedom and doing what you believe in and standing strong in that, I have to do the same, and I can't. Like, it just forces you to go. Like, I think if you are a person with integrity and you have eyes on you and you're speaking about that, I don't know how you can not do that behind the scenes.
Not a little more shade, a little more tea. She's not saying these things just randomly. I believe that these little Easter eggs are showing us exactly what happened. Okay, so there's a lack of integrity over there at the Daily Wire, but we've already known that, right? That's not news. We've already known that. If you claim to have integrity on the screen, you need to move with integrity as well. That makes sense why she wanted to kind of part ways with Daily Wire so that she can do her own thing and continue to keep herself at that high standard of integrity.
And so I think it was really good. I spent months thinking of like, what is the best way? What does this next chapter look like?
And the people did in fact follow you. They followed you over from the comment section over to your channel, and your channel is going to continue to grow because real recognize real. Okay, nobody likes an NPC. Nobody likes a backstabber. Everyone is going to eventually migrate from the comment section back over to your channel, and they already have in droves. Okay, I'm glad that she kept it corporate, kept it cute, and continue to wish her the best. And as far as Reagan goes, girl, you're reaping what you sow. I don't feel bad for you, and I don't think anyone should.